beautiful souls. Welcome on into today's morning message. Happy Wednesday. How are we doing? I hope very well. If you guys are new, welcome on into today's morning message. My name is Karisa, and morning messages are basically just a conversation with Spirit, quick little messages from Spirit, whatever Spirit feels needs spreading. Whatever information Spirit feels like spreading and sharing, that is what I speak. So yeah, the universe just starts the conversation for us and we just get to talking. And guys, if you had any suggestions on tarot card pulls, tarot card readings, or like questions to ask the tarot, or discussions like to talk about, or topics to talk about, then let me know in the comments. I would love to create some videos specifically for you guys. All right. Okay, I'm taking these guys, apparently. I didn't even get to my spiel of like and subscribe and comment if this video resonates with you guys. And as well, if you wanted to book a personal reading with me, you can find that link in the description box below. But yeah, what are these cards, I wonder? What? Wow. Punch in the face, punch in the face, punch in the face. Alrighty, so we have the Five of Cups. That is being held captive in your past emotional state. Let's see, we have the Ten of Wands. That is about carrying heavy burdens that no longer serve you. We have the Five of Pentacles, which is about feeling abandoned, feeling rejected, feeling confused, lost, kind of feeling like you're in an illusion, like very fear-based. This is very much like victim mentality. And then we have the Nine of Swords, which is all about feeling very stuck in your mind, feeling very, once again, abandoned by the universe. Even though the universe is like, hey child, I'm right here, like come grab my hand. You're not seeing the divine help or the divine guidance in your life right now, because you could be focusing on something negative or something toxic or like a problem going on in your life, and you're focusing on that and you're not seeing the blessing behind the problem. So yeah, that's all about like being really in your mind, like being in a mental jail. So it looks like there's just like a lot of heaviness. Holy dang it, a lot of heaviness happening over here. Some clarification please. What is heavy? Why the heaviness? Why the heaviness? Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles. So right now you could I just looked up and saw 333. So if you're saying 333, know that ascended masters are all around you. Your spiritual guides are all around you. When you see 333, you have help all around you. But right now it looks like you're a bit annoyed because you've been doing so much work. You've been doing a lot of healing work. You've been doing a lot of like mindset work. You've been doing a lot of like trying to improve, trying to make better decisions. You've been doing a lot of work, and it feels like you're not really seeing any benefit. And you're kind of like getting sucked back into like unworthiness, or like, of course things aren't coming into fruition, or of course things aren't manifesting for me because I don't deserve it, because I that, making up like excuses, or having those like belief systems coming back when things aren't being shown to us immediatime. And that's one thing that I believe like all humans are here to experience and learn is patience. Big time patience. Because sometimes things that you want the most, they're really high vibe, and so it takes time to release, surrender, and ascend to that point or to that frequency of that abundance that you're wanting. So it could be like things are taking too much time to manifest, and you're getting frustrated and you're not seeing the point in all the work that you're doing. Once again, you're kind of like, hello universe, like I'm doing all this work, I've been like working on my mindset for like 3 months straight and I'm seeing nothing in return. Like, what's happening? What's the point of doing all this work? And then also like feeling abandoned, right? Like you're not getting rewarded. You're being sucked back into like old mental programmings and whatnot. deserve it. So yeah, unworthiness. Huh. Okay. Why the unworthiness? Where does this unworthiness stem from? I wonder. Where does this unworthiness stem from? Oh, from childhood, 100%. From childhood. So you could have had like a mother or a father who passed away. You could have had a parent that passed away. Or you could have had like a sibling pass away. Or like something very traumatic. Maybe you had like cancer or like something a little bit lethal like as a kid. Maybe you had like a disease or something that like you survived from, or like there could be some sort of trauma from your childhood that is keeping you back in that unworthiness. I don't deserve happiness. I don't deserve to see rewards. And that belief in itself will keep you from seeing the rewards, right? If you're thinking, I'm never going to see the rewards, I'm never going to see the rewards, focusing on like what you don't see, or no, focusing on like the negative, and not seeing like what the universe is doing behind the scenes, behind the doors. And that's where faith comes in, right? Like we have to believe that we are worth it. We have to believe that we deserve happiness and the universe is on our sides. I know this one hits me for sure. My mom passed away when I was 14, and even up until recently, like literally a couple weeks or maybe like a month ago, I went through like another purging of that emotional wound, that emotional stress of like having her like die basically. And my belief that I was holding on to was like, I don't deserve happiness, because why else? If I did deserve happiness, then why would the universe take away like my best friend, my mother? Like why would the universe do that to me if the universe is on my side, right? That causes distrust in the universe, and that held me back for so many years from like fully engaging, fully opening up my heart, and fully like connecting with the universe and allowing in abundance and love, because I believed I didn't deserve it. And like as a young child, like we think like, oh, something bad happened to us, like we deserve that punishment. Like it felt like a punishment basically, like my mom passing. So it took me years to get over that. And this could be like something traumatic like from childhood, and it's taking you a long time to fully release a wound. Or maybe like you were, I don't know, like in a car accident or something as a kid, or it feels like something from childhood that like wounded you, and you're still like releasing and letting go. And it could be a bit like overwhelming and frustrating, because every time you think you've done the healing, or you think you've released something, like another wound comes back up like a couple weeks later, or like a month later, or like the same wound keeps coming up. And it's like, when will this go? When can I finally release this? Or it could be like a mindset as well. Like maybe you've been working on a mindset, and then you'll be good for like a week or so, and then all of a sudden you're like back trapped into like that victim mindset again, or like an old belief system, and you're like, how can I fully move forward and like fully let go of the past? So, and it's with surrendering. It's with surrendering to your fears, to your traumas, to your wounds. So as you can see, like he's like opening up his arms to this tiger. It looks like a tiger or a lion. I don't know. A lion? I think it's not a tiger, it's a lion. He's opening up his arms to the lion, and it's like, okay, like you're fucking, like you might eat off my head, but I'm gonna surrender to you anyway. Like it's that amount of trust that you have to have in the universe. It's that amount of trust. Like, okay, a fire-eating dragon is about to come eat off my head, but I trust that the universe got my back. The universe has my back. So, and even like to this day, like I still don't really understand like why my mom had to go, right? Like it's hard to understand things that there's no questions or there's no answers to. Like, why do bad things happen to good people, right? So what has helped me a lot is just understanding that everything happened because it had to happen that way. Everything was meant to happen in the way it did. And I just have to trust that that is what happened, like that is the case. And it's not because I didn't deserve a mother, or like I didn't deserve happiness. That's not why my mother died, right? Like maybe this traumatic experience from childhood had nothing to do with you, but you took that on personally, right? You took that on personally and made that yours, but it's not yours. And that's the thing that's needing to be released, because you deserve happiness, my darling. You deserve it. But there's, yeah, a lot of heaviness. Lots and lots of heaviness. So I encourage you guys, look through like your childhood and see like what are you still holding on to from childhood. Maybe it's like an identity that you're holding on to. Maybe like you weren't the smart sibling, or maybe you weren't like the athletic sibling or something like that, and you're still holding on to that identity of like, I am not smart, or I'm not successful, I'm not athletic, I'm not this, whatever, I'm not funny, or I'm not beautiful, or like whatever. Let go of any identities that you're still holding on to, because the only person that believes that identity is you, right? And if it doesn't align with you and it doesn't make you feel good, then why bother hold on to that belief, right? So anyway, and it's funny because when we search for evidence of our manifestations coming true, that's when we resist our manifestations coming in. So maybe you're kind of like focusing too much, because he's like kind of looking. He's like looking at the flowers and like waiting for them to bloom, right? It's like waiting for a kettle to boil, or like waiting for paint to dry. It's like, what's the point of waiting for the manifestation when you could just be living your life knowing that it's gonna come to you, right? Knowing, not worrying about, okay, like, are my seeds planted yet? Let me dig up the garden. Let me see if like the roots are growing yet. Nope. Okay, like, no. Once you have intended on something, and you're continuing to grow the plant, grow the flower, it's inevitable. It's gonna come into your life. It's gonna come into your reality. If you've planted the seeds and you're doing the work, and it's for the good of yourself and all of humanity, it's inevitable for these manifestations to come in. But you going back and picking on it and trying to see when the time is up, or when your plant is ready to go, when your plant is bloom, that's just wasting your own time, your own energy. And that's the time and energy that you can be focusing on creating more of what you're wanting. So anyway, that was quite the mouthful right there. But that's beautiful, you guys. You guys, it is safe for you to let go of the past. It is safe for you to trust in the universe. And it's safe. It's safe for you to just be you and be vulnerable and allow your heart to open, and trust and have faith. You're safe to have faith. You are safe to have faith, my darlings. And on that note, I hope this video resonated with you guys. If it did, you know what to do. Make sure to give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and comment, let me know. I love hearing from you guys, as always. And yeah, if you guys did want to book that personal reading, you can find that link in the description box below. I would love to guide you on that journey. And yeah, apart from that, sending you guys all of my love and light, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, loves.